Welcome back, Stasa23 here, back again with some knife therapy. Today's blade is a loaner knife from a good friend of mine that was picked up at Blade Show 2017. This is the Gavin Hawk and Serge Panchenko collaboration Orbit, the name of the knife. I always want to say Orbits. And it is produced by Millet Knives. And this is basically just going to be a showcase of this knife. I'm not EDC in this knife. It's not mine, so I definitely am not going to do that. But I will show some things that I love about it. First off, blade shape's pretty darn cool. Very, very nice crown spine. Very, very nice. And an exceptional thin hollow grind. I love how they did a full height hollow grind. Let me see if I can get a measurement behind the edge. Got to be careful. Like I said, it's not my knife. I do not want to put any scratches on this blade. Let's see. So I can give you all a reference. 0.015. That's thinner than a Spyderco Delica. That's pretty impressive. So this thing is going to be a slicing demon if I had to take a wild guess. And its main awesome feature is the hawk lock. And I have another example of the hawk lock that I'll be bringing in a second, but look at that. I mean, when I say if you want a fun fidget toy, here you go. This is one of the coolest locking mechanisms. Absolutely no friction whenever you break that detent. And just a cool and innovative design. I mean, when it comes to Grant and Gavin Hawk, they are just wizards in the, making new and innovative locks. And, they were responsible for the mechanism on the Chris Reeve, tie lock or whatever, and the Buck Marksman, the strap lock. Just some awesome, innovative guys. And I like to see when they collaborate with other companies and other makers. Right here you can see that's the Hawk logo, and if you're looking at it like this, it pretty much disappears. I like the way they did it. This thing is kept very sterile. You have absolutely no markings on this blade, and as you can see right here, and only in the right light will you better see that marking. On this side you'll see Serge Panchenko's maker's mark, and like I said, when it's done in the right light, you don't see it at all. Nice milled pocket clip, titanium frame in there that's housing this hawk lock. The thumb studs are blade stops. They're not functional at all, but you definitely don't need it because this flipping action is just stellar. Absolutely stellar. The ergonomics on this knife are awesome. The way it's designed, you got that downward sweep right here, and just nice curvature right here in the handle. Your hand just sits in there so nicely, especially in this grip. Hammer grip's nice. Reverse grip is okay, but right here kind of digs into my palm. And reverse grip, I call the last one reverse grip. Reverse grip is just fine, but you're not going to be using that because you have this cleaver-shaped blade, not really made for stabbing at all. One cool thing is you see the flipper tab usually acts as a guard in a knife, but as you can see, that flipper tab is definitely not the guard here. It disappears, and I don't know if my lighting will show you, but it's down there, and here you go right here. Let's see if I can show. Yeah, I'll better show you on this side. There you go. You can see the guard right here, and that's pretty neat. I can actually touch it, but no problem. You got a tie back spacer with a little bit of jimping right there. Just a cool little accent. I talked to, I think I talked to Gavin at Blade Show, and he was telling me that they went and him and Serge had to kind of agree on certain things. I think Serge, whenever he had done the knife, it was a lot thicker, and they had to scale it down a bit. But you can definitely see the Serge Panchenko's influences on this knife. Definitely think this is going to be a big hit in the knife community. I asked him if this is going to be the only blade shape, and he said they do plan on making different blade shapes. So I'm going to hold out and wait for that. Even though this is super cool blade shape and it works perfectly fine, and you know, I don't know how they're going to do the other blade shapes with this swooping line right there. It really locks you in. As you can see, they executed the sharpening choil perfect. Plunge line goes down here, and you got a perfect little choil. Definitely not a finger choil, just a sharpening choil. You got a nice generous lanyard hole, and let's see how wide this knife is, or thick, I guess you could say. Thickness is right at 0.53 inches, so a little bit over a half an inch wide. Perfectly fine for me, especially how thin it is. You know, I like that extra thickness. And while we have this one, the same guy also loaned me mud, which is also using the hawk lock, but it's just executed in a different way. This one is not as smooth as this one is, but it could be because of the coating. I'm not sure. I'll probably do a separate little video on this whenever I get a chance. Just tell me if that's something that y'all would want to see. This is also a really cool knife, especially if you need a knife that can beat through the elements and not mess up on you. So there you go. There's a size comparison of the two. Let me give you a quick size comparison of this before I let you guys go. Got the Spyderco Sleece Bowie, a good bit bigger. Spyderco Delica, about the same size as the Delica, definitely about the same size in the handle. And one more, I got the Kershaw AM4, and the Kershaw AM4 is a good bit bigger. I'm going to give y'all a quick weight on this guy, and then I'm going to let you guys go. If my scale wants to work with me today. The batteries might be dead on this guy. Oh, there you go. Real quick. 3.4 ounces. Definitely nice, nice weight for the amount of carbon fiber and titanium you have. Alright guys, hope you like this video. If you do like this video, please give it a big thumbs up and share it along with your friends. If you like my videos, please hit that subscribe button. Hope everybody's having a wonderful day. Peace.